in this game. Now, he's clearly battling with a hamstring injury. Wendy, I want to bring you in here on this first. Which would be more alarming to you heading into Game 7? The struggles of SGA on the court or the fact that they can't get Jalen Williams healthy on the court?
Yeah, Jalen Williams, because, look, I believe in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The man's track record is damn impressive, and I agree that the Spurs are giving him problems. Stephen A., he could make some of those. I agree with Stephen A., too. I think he could make those shots in Game 7. Jalen Williams, what do you do, guys? Because, I mean, he's obviously fighting through it. He knows the importance of getting out on the court yesterday. He gave him nothing. He gave him nothing. He played 10 minutes, took one shot, was jumping off his right leg. He obviously doesn't trust the left. I don't blame him. He's got 4 hamstring injuries this season. He's minus 18 in 10 minutes. What do you do? Like, I mean, this is a Game 7. You can't survive a bad 3-minute stretch in a Game 7, especially against a team like the Spurs. Like, obviously, are very cautious with everything that they do. They would not have put him out on the court yesterday unless they thought he was going to be okay. But he was a big factor in yesterday's game was that Dylan Harper, who coming off that adductor injury, was really flat. He was flat for 3 games. He comes back last night, looks like a new man. And that changed the whole dynamic of the Spurs bench. And so his health versus Jalen Williams, I don't have the answer. It's going to be a tough decision because this guy is vitally important to your team.
Well, coming into the series, I said this. Oklahoma City wins in in 7 games if you have J-Dub. If you don't have J-Dub, they'd probably lose in 7 games. When I saw him out there last night, the impression that I got was they were throwing him out there to see what he could do, to see how he would feel. When you see McCain, when you see Wallace, when you see Caruso, and you take into account that home crowd in Oklahoma City, I still think that Oklahoma City is formidable, and I'm not dismissing their chances one bit. But I do think it's important to bring this up because of what all of us have raved about when it came to Wembanyama's attitude. Could you imagine? First of all, we started off the series with him watching SGA host that league MVP trophy that Wemby has unapologetically stated belongs to him. It should be his. We got that out the way, right? Then you go to this series. And over the last few days, from the time the Knicks won and they lost Game 3, talk about San Antonio losing Game 3, we've been talking as if it's a foregone conclusion that Oklahoma City's going to the finals. And if anybody has heard that, it's Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. And I think I think the attitude is, you know, y'all must have lost y'all damn minds. Y'all think this is over? You better ask somebody. And I think that's the kind of attitude San Antonio has, which is the kind of message that they were sending last night. But the question is, and I just find this interesting because this is how I cover it. If I was writing a column or whatever, this is how I'm covering it. Does it work for you that you blew them out in Game 6? Or does it work against you? Jay, Wendy, you guys have been associated with this game for decades. Sometimes that blowout, the game before, is what works against you. If it's a thriller, you know what I'm saying, it's different. But when you blow a team out and then you got to go on the road on their home turf, you know what I'm saying, and they get a second crack at you to get at you, you know, they're significantly more prepared to avoid such a circumstance in that game. It's interesting to figure out whether the convincing fashion in which San Antonio ran them out the gym in the second half last night is going to work for the Spurs or it's going to work against them in a Game 7 in Oklahoma City.
All right, let's let the Western Conference lie for just a minute. We're going to revisit this in a bit, but we have a developing story on the Knicks. Our own Shams Charania reporting this morning that center Mitchell Robinson has undergone surgery on a broken right pinky finger, but plans to play in Game 1 while wearing a brace on his hand. Game 1 of the NBA Finals is Wednesday night. Stephen A., how concerning is the Mitchell Robinson injury?
Get them damn highlights off the screen. Let me tell you something, man. I'm so glad, Wendy, and you too, Joe Fortbar, because you like to laugh at me. But you and Wendy and Jay Will, I'm so glad y'all didn't see me last night when the news first came down. My man DJ Clue texted me. I didn't even know. that the damn pinky injury happened until he told me. He texted me. I said, what you talking about? He said, Mitchell Robinson got a broken pinky. I said, what? What? What have we been saying? We said 4 games in 23 days. That is what the New York Knicks would have played by the time the finals started. So we thinking they sitting home and pretty. Who's the one person that could get hurt during the off time? Now, I don't want to hear that this happened during the game. I don't want to hear it. Wendy, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, Jay. We found out right now. It's the off week. They supposed to be chilling. You're supposed to be getting the treatment. You're supposed to be in the cold plunge. You're supposed to be in the hyperbaric chambers. You're supposed to be in the saunas and everything. You're supposed to be getting yourself rested and ready. And this damn Mitchell Robinson with a pinky. Let me tell you something, Mitchell Robinson. Let me tell you something right now. I'm talking to Mitchell Robinson, y'all. I'm talking to Mitchell. You better play in this damn series. You better play in this. This is the finals. I don't want to hear about no damn pinky. I don't want to hear that. What did they say Ronnie Lott did? Former NFL Hall of Famer, former safety for the San Francisco 49ers. The pinky, he had him cut it off. He said, damn it, cut it off. Do what you got to do. Let me tell y'all something right now. I'm not going to get that drastic.
Let the man cook.
I'm not going to get that drastic. I'm not going to get that drastic, okay? But let me tell you something. Jay, he ain't no shooter. First of all, he averaged 8 points a game.
You don't make him a shooter.
Hold it. He has 8 points a game. On top of it all, he shoots about 50% for the free throw line. He ain't no damn shooter. He's there to rebound, defend, be a big body, give you 6 fouls. Let me tell you something. Mitchell Robinson, you better play this damn series. I swear, if this man 7 feet, 245 to 250 pounds, if this brother misses games because of a pinky, I'm going to lose it. I don't want to hear it. I don't give a damn. Wrap that bad boy up, splinter it. I don't give a damn what you got to do. It's the finals. I don't want to hear nothing. Wow. Excuse my double negative. I don't give a damn. You better play. Oh, my God, I can't believe this. This is unbelievable. The Knicks, we waited all of these years, knowing we need all our bodies. And not only does an injury come to a big man when you either got Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren and those Rough Riders in OKC, or you got Wembanyama and these brothers coming, and you telling me that our big man is hampered because of a pinky? A pinky? Yo. You know what? Y'all talk about it. I need a break. I need a break. I'll be right back. I just can't. You better play. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, Jay, I'm curious.
Make sure to get some water, man. Somebody need to cool him down.
Yeah,
look, forehead perspiring. Look at it.
Take a dip out back there
boy,
maybe
hot.
for a moment or so. Jay, are you
Where's Cameron at, though? Because
concerned?
Cam was saying, didn't he say something that always happens to the Knicks? Didn't he say that? I'm going to wait for Cam to come back on the show next week. I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to do that to you.
Is the series over in your opinion as well? He seems to be.
No, he's not saying the series is over. He wants Mitchell to play. Here's going to be the challenge, because I think Mitchell Robinson is going to play. Mitchell Robinson is a tough cat.
How much of a concern is a pinky finger?
Well, the thing, if it's on your shooting hand, number one, like the Hacker Robinson thing is a real thing that teams implement. And I know sometimes people at home think this is, oh, they showing the back of my head while I'm talking. What's going on?
Good looking head.
Yeah, okay. Pause. Anyway, I think that the hand is such an interesting thing because of the fact that if they foul you, you put them on the free throw line. Now, I know that's a strategy they used before. But when they hear something that happens throughout the course of the game, if it's the right hand, things that you get around the rim, lobs around the rim, grabbing rebounds, like those things become different when you have a brace on your hand. Is this a soft brace? Is it a hard brace? If it's surgery, what kind of brace is it? You can all implement it. It's such a feel game. The difference between a Ronnie Lott is, when you run around, you can crack somebody. Maybe you get an interception or something happens. You pick a ball out of the air. It's different than using your fingers the majority of a game to grab rebounds, to catch passes. And you're just not a screener. You have to be a threat. All of a sudden, if you're not a threat, or if I'm raking down on you, it makes you a one-dimensional team with a guy like Karl Anthony Towns that we know at times is prone to foul trouble. Now, look, if you're playing against OKC, Stephen A., or if you're playing against Wemby, either you're going against an alien or you're going against a team that has Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren and guys that know how to get people like Cat into foul trouble, what makes you over-reliant upon a person like Mitchell Robinson, who then has an injury. That's where it factors in.
Wendy, the question needs to be asked, is it possible the broken finger could actually improve the free throw shooting?
Well, it ain't going to make it worse. Just real talk. Now, Stephen A., you gotta calm down. The final is going to last 18 days. That's how long it can go. 18 days. You got 5 days before that. You got to get in the right mindset for the Knicks to be in the finals. You can't blow your whole stack before we even get started. You got to calm down. That's number one. We got good news and bad news with this injury. Number one, the bad news is this needed surgery. This is a complex injury. This is not an avulsion fracture. This is not a buddy tape fracture. He already had surgery. For all we know, he had surgery yesterday. He might have had surgery 2 days ago, for all we know. That means it's a complex break, so that's not good news.
Wendy, you're making it worse on him.
The good news, though,
you're making it worse on him, Wendy.
Stephen A., you got to moderate yourself, man. You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. You got to make it. You got to prepare yourself for 18 days. All right. The good news is that if you're picking one player left in the whole playoffs to have a hand injury, you're picking Mitchell Robinson because he is an energy player who plays with his body and his hands. I'd much rather have him deal with a hand injury than the foot that's been bothering him that they've been protecting on. If there was a foot injury, I would say Knicks fans need to stay up at night. This will definitely impact him because if he had surgery and he has hardware in there, it's going to be really, really wrapped up, and it could diminish him a little bit. And also, the Knicks are not that deep at big man. They have great depth on the perimeter. They have not. Their third center in the playoffs is OG Anunoby. That's who they've used most of the time, and they're going to need size against whomever they play. So and the other thing is, it's going to feel better in games 4 or 5 when you get down the line. So. It's not great, but it's not the end of the world, Stephen A. Take it easy.
I have to calm down. You've given me no reason to calm down. All you did was say, Stephen A., you got to calm down, and then proceed